Hey guys, this is Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel. So last time I did my May wrap up, and in it I included the book Splintered by A.G. Howard, which I kind of covered in that one that I didn't like it, but I want to go into depth into this one on why I didn't like it. So I'm going to start out with the positive of this book before I get into all of the negatives. The thing I really like about this book is the author does a really great job of creating Wonderland. If you don't know, this book is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland, where the main character, Alyssa, hears bugs, and she's descended from the original Alice. She can hear the bugs talking, and that comes from her ability, and that comes from her ties to Wonderland. And then she goes, her mother has been put in a mental hospital, and after her dad decides on electroshock treatment, she gets caught up. She's going to go to Europe to find Wonderland, and then she gets sucked through a mirror and goes to Wonderland with her best friend Jeb. There she meets Morpheus, and he is the caterpillar character from the original series. He is the only interesting character in this book, but like I said, I'm going to start with the positive. The positive of this book is the author does an amazing job of building a beautiful, vivid world through words. I think that is the only strong suit of this book, but I will give her credit that she does an amazing job with descriptions. You feel like you're there, which is hard to do when you're inventing an entire new world. Even though it is a retelling, the world is completely different than the original Wonderland. Okay, on to the bad. The characters in this book are super unlikable, first of all. Alyssa is super whiny. She has pined over Jeb all this time, hates his girlfriend, and it's super stereotypical. She hates his girlfriend, who's the cheerleader, and is just full of bad tropes. And I hate that she winds up stealing money from this girl, and there's no consequences for it, at least from what I read. And I did not finish this book. I only read to 160 pages because I hated it so much. So maybe there's redemption in it, but I don't agree with the way she acts and the way she treats Jeb's girlfriend. And he cheats on his girlfriend while he's in Wonderland with Alyssa, and there's just no consequences, and I hate it. The other thing I don't like is how this book portrays mental illness. I don't want to say it glorifies mental illness, but it acts like mental illness. It certainly doesn't glorify mental illness. It acts like mental illness is the worst thing that could ever happen to you, which it is bad. I suffer from mental illness myself. I get it. But the way the book handles it, it's like, oh, thank God she's not crazy. She's just hearing she's hearing Wonderland. And just the way the book deals with Alyssa's mother, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's off-putting. I don't like it. The other thing I don't like about this book is the writing style. It is sloppy, it is cheesy, there are typos throughout the book, which is more the publisher and editor's fault than the author, but I think it's sloppy. The book is hard to read because it gets so cheesy at times. I just do not like this book. I didn't care where it went. I don't want to finish it. I don't want to finish the series. And another trope I'm tired of in these series is the old man that falls in love with the young girl. Morpheus is God knows how old, and he starts to fall in love with Alyssa and has been around her since she was a child, so it's very strange. If you like it, I'm really sorry that I have said all this, but I just think this book is poorly written. I don't get why it gets so much hype. The sad thing about this book is it had so much potential, and it's just wasted on poor writing and unlikable characters. So that's my review for Splintered by A.G. Howard. I'm sorry if this offends any of you guys. I really don't mean it to. This is just my opinion. And I will also link my review on Goodreads down in the comments below. So if you've read this book, please leave down in the comments what you thought about it. Don't be mean. It's just my opinion. And leave down in the comments too, leave your opinion, and leave any good retellings that you've read. I'm really looking to get into retellings, but I don't know which ones to read, and this was a poor start for me. So if you have a good retelling, let me know. So give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe. I would love to have you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye!